Okay, so we're on to the other portion of the upgrade. This is a 2010 CRV diff. Apparently this one and Elements should be the strongest one that they make. So right now I'm going to be taking this apart and upgrading it. And as I stated before, S1 sent out the clutch pack, so I will be installing these. So follow along the journey. This way, if I screw up, you guys can tell me. Okay, so these screws are all 8mm. I drained this diff, so shouldn't be a problem. So take those off. This one is a 34, so I'm gonna take this one off first and then go around the casing. So wash on the bottom. Make sure I keep it how it goes on. Just walking it off a little bit. Okay, so we got this off, and it is not as easy as it made it seem. This thing was in there, so I had to pry it off a little bit, but that's that. This is the seal that's inside. Goes around here. I'm just trying to make sure I keep everything in order. Now, just start working around these 8mm around the corner. So, taking them out one by one. These things were in there. Like, they're coming out corroded and everything. So, oxidized, I should say. So, it is a bit of a struggle. Try not to break them since they're so small, but it's coming out. Okay, people are saying that sometimes these are longer, but for me, all of the bolts are the same size. So now we're going to be opening up the case now. Okay, so I can slowly start pulling this off. Hopefully everything is still in order. Okay, more or less it came up in order. That's the unit I need to keep that, along with the basket inside. Oh, and you see that washer inside? Apparently you need it, so gotta make sure I leave it there so I don't lose it. Like, unfortunately, a lot of people, when they look at this stuff online, it looks pretty small, but it's pretty damn big in person compared to what, you know, it looks like. Okay, make sure this bearing is still here. Make sure that's there. And now I'm just gonna start working on this. Before I can take this out, there's a C-clip here. I gotta pry that out. And I'm gonna be checking online just to make sure I'm doing this right.
This would just be slid into the basket, like so. The way you do it, the orientation, none of that matters. It's all locked together now. So basically what it's doing is it's locking the outer portion to the inner portion, so that there's no clutch discs in here, kind of like, that's how they would act, but basically like a clutch disc in here.
So to the C-clip out, now I'm going to be slowly taking these out so I could double check to make sure I'm doing it right and I don't lose my place. Like I said, it's the first time I'm doing it, so I don't want to cause any issues. And this little washer people are talking about, it goes down like that. Okay, so that one's out. There's another C-clip in the groove right here, so I'm gonna pry that one out. And that was after this metal shim. Second C-clip is out, goes like that, and this is basically the center washer, I guess you could call it. And these are the other set of clutch backs. Spring. This is the center bearing. I'm sure I don't need these, but I just want to keep them in order just in case anything happens. Okay, so everything is out right now. Everything is out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start loading up the new one. So here's a clutch pack. Start with number one, which is a small one. Drop it in and then slowly build up. There you go, I put half in and I'm just going to finish up the other half now. As far as I've gotten, all the clutch plates are in, everything is flush, but still a long way to go. So this is the mid plate, I'm just putting it in. Now I'm gonna put this section in with the C-clip, hopefully that locks it in, then I come back. Okay, this one has got difficult, so I had to put in a vice grip. Squeeze this section down till it goes into locking, so I can actually slip the C-clip in. So right now the C-clip is in. It looks pretty even all around. So I think that's it. We're gonna find out, right? Okay, so the next step in this situation, the next step in this is after you have this plate in, and all the C-clip is already secured with the spring, use this washer that goes there. It's the concave one. Have it like that, and then you add these in. So metal, friction, and then metal. So with all those secured, now it's time to just install the C-clip. now that that is in, C-clip is secured. Just gotta walk it around. Okay, so the C-clip is in. Now this little spacer, you place it in like this. And then just drop this in. And that's how you saw the clutch back. So from what I saw in the video, this is the little section that goes on this. It wasn't like that, but you no longer need it, so we're just gonna discard that. This is the bad diff I had before, so I'm gonna move that out of the way so we can start reassembling this unit. So we put the O-ring in. Next, it's this little plastic washer that goes on. Then it's the metal washer. And then you just tighten this down. And so the diff is back together. I was gonna put it in right now, but it started raining.